Hello everyone, thank you for joining us on Mandraa TV. Today is the International Women's Day and we are interviewing a very special guest. And it is Sharon Muthu, a Tamil American actor from Hollywood. She has acted in Criminal Minds, Desperate Housewives, Glee, and many more, and is also a voiceover artist for many productions in Hollywood. And the special thing about her is that she is the Hollywood ambassador for the Dark is Beautiful campaign. Let's welcome Sharon Muthu. Hi Sharon.
Hi Sumu.
How are you?
I'm well. Thank you for having me today.
Thank you for joining us. And we have a lot of interesting things to talk about.
Great.
So first, tell me, how did a South Asian Tamil girl end up in Hollywood?
I think my journey was similar to any other artist pursuing, the performing arts. I, as a child, was always acting, singing, dancing, playing musical instruments. So as I grew older and it came time to choose a career and dedicate my life to something, I don't think I surprised anybody by choosing acting as my profession. I also have very supportive parents, even though they are immigrants originally from Chennai. They were always very confidently behind whatever choice I made as far as pursuing the performing arts. Excuse me, and they've been my biggest fans and my biggest supporters. So I think with that love and support behind me, I went boldly towards Hollywood. I began in stage in Chicago. I did a lot of stage and theater, musicals, Shakespeare, that kind of thing. And then in 2006, early 2007, I started to notice that Hollywood was increasingly becoming interested in showcasing ethnicities. And I knew that South Asians were going to be part of that transition. And so I wanted to be there early in the game. And it's been a great ride so far, about 8 years in LA so far.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're wearing our traditional outfit, the sari. You look beautiful.
Thank you so much.
You were born in Chicago and raised in Chicago.
Yes.
Do you speak Tamil?
I do speak Tamil.
Okay. And if you do, then we want to hear maybe a sentence for our...
Chicagoல ஒரு புலவர் இருக்காங்க. அவங்க பேர் வந்து டாக்டர் எஃப் செவரிமுத்து. அவங்க தமிழில் என்ன மாதிரி படிப்பு, தமிழுக்கு என்ன மாதிரி ஆசை வச்சுருக்காங்க, அதில் பேச்சில் சொல்ல முடியாதுங்க. அவங்க தான் எங்கள் அப்பா. ஸோ நான் ஒரு தமிழ் புலவரோட பொண்ணாச்சு, தமிழ் தெரியணும், அது தான் நம்ம ஊருக்கு நம்ம ஜனங்களுக்கு மரியாதை இல்லைங்க. ஸோ we were raised, in the home, பாதி தமிழில் பாதி இங்கிலீஷில் பேசணும். ஸோ எனக்கு பேச்சுக்கு நல்லா பழகிப்பட்டேன். And it's a joy to kind of represent both cultures, in one. So
okay. You're also many other things besides being an actor.
Yes.
So tell us about that.
So professionally, in addition to on-camera acting, I'm also a voiceover artist. I do mainly animations, so I voice characters for video games and various animated projects. And then I also am a singer. I have been a singer since I was very little. My forte as far as singing in the Western world is jazz. So you can sometimes find me around town in LA singing jazz, crooning jazz at night. And I really love it. It's part of what makes me, it's like a three segment actor.
Very nice. So the next question is about something that is interesting, that is happening in your life right now, which is the Dark is Beautiful campaign. Talk to us.
So, Dark is Beautiful. The philosophy that this campaign believes is so near and dear to my heart. It's a passion project for me, and definitely I have been a long-time supporter of this campaign. Dark is Beautiful is an international awareness campaign celebrating the beauty and diversity of the world's many varied skin tones. And not only being a Tamil girl, but also being a darker-skinned girl, I wanted to lend my face and my voice to this campaign in any way I could. And so I'm honored to say that Dark is Beautiful will soon be announcing me as their ambassador to Hollywood. And it's really just an honor and a pleasure for me to, as I said, lend my voice and lend my face. And also to showcase to the world, not just our South Asian community, but to the world, that Indians come in a variety of beautiful shades. And all fair is beautiful, yes, but medium skin is beautiful. Dark is beautiful as well. There are no exceptions to that. And so it's a real joy for me and it's from my heart that I believe believe what this campaign preaches, and I hope that continued awareness amongst the world and all the different cultures, because skin color bias exists in every culture, but I know it's very prominent in our South Asian culture. And I feel like awareness amongst the world will eventually lead to peace and harmony and an acceptance and a celebration of all the world's skin tones. And so it's one of my passion projects for sure.
Okay. So the next question I have for you is something that's really, really burning inside me. So I need to ask you this. Hollywood, glamour.
Yes.
I see blonde hair, blue eyes, really skinny, tall models and actors. And how does dark skin, a full-figured woman like you that comes from a South Asian background, how does this all fit in?
I think that times are definitely changing in Hollywood. I think that as the world grows and as Hollywood grows, they have begun to embrace diversity in a way more profound way, in a way more showcased way. And I feel like, nowadays, stories aren't just being written for the blonde-haired, blue-eyed types. Of course, there are some amazingly talented Caucasian actors, but little by little, all of the ethnicities are coming out of the woodworks. And so it's really just an exciting time in Hollywood. For me, I've just been blessed to be represented by great, agents and managers over the years, and to be submitted for stories that do showcase my type. I have a lot of comedy inside me. That's the majority of my television resume. And so I think that I bring something different and unique. And as Hollywood continues to change, they see me as an asset, and I think that will only pave the way for future generations. I think there's definitely a career for anyone like me in Hollywood. You just have to be willing to do what it takes, pound the pavement, be dedicated, be very bold and somewhat fearless about pursuing your art. But stories are a universal thing. They're not just limited to Americans or Canadians or Caucasians. They're for anybody. You know what I mean? And so if every culture steps forward and proudly showcases their own stories, then there will be work for any ethnicity that wants to have a career in Hollywood. And so I feel like I'm in Hollywood at a time where Hollywood is really beginning to embrace diversity. And so I hope it continues, especially for South Asians like me.
So Sharon, my final question to you is going to provide some answers to a lot of individuals who are out there who have a lot of talent, but are looking forward or looking for an opportunity to take that talent to the next level. We live in Toronto, and it's a very closely knit South Asian community here. We know who the directors are, who the producers are, and who the media artists are. It's very easy when we do a local production to choose these individuals. But when it comes to mainstream, there are steps, because acting career or entertainment industry is also a career just like any other career that needs A, B, C, D to be done. Can you please list those things so anyone who's out there who wants to be in Hollywood one day knows how to get there?
This is a great question. I think that a journey into the arts isn't necessarily a black and white process. However, I do believe that there are some really important steps that, in my opinion, are necessary steps to further your talent and your career into the next level. I definitely think it's important to be a student of what you study. I think that you can't just rely on talent. Talent only takes you, in my opinion, 10% of the way. Majority of the rest, it's show business. So you have to understand the business. You have to be a student of the business. You have to learn how the business works and maneuver within that. And so that's the first thing I would say. I definitely say be bold, be fearless. My favorite saying in life is leap and the net will appear. And I definitely think that has proven true for me. Every time I've moved boldly and fearlessly towards my dream, the universe has always caught me with a safety net and allowed me to continue to propel forward. And I definitely think be open and present with people, network, get on social media. It's so important that you learn to maneuver those things, because those are the future. Those are the wave of the future of Hollywood and global entertainment in general, the world in general. So I say, be a student of what you want to do, be bold, and make sure you stay updated on your technology, because that's the wave of the future. I would say these are the first steps.
Thank you, Sharon. Thank you for joining us, and we wish you all the best, and we hope to see you again.
Thank you very much. The pleasure was all mine. It was a joy to be here.
Thank you. All right, Mandraa TV fans, I hope that you enjoyed this interview. You're a South Asian, you're a woman, or you like to talk about body image, or you're a fan of the arts. I'm sure you got something out of this interview. And if you like Sharon Muthu and want to know more about her, there's social media. Like her on Facebook, follow her on Twitter, Instagram, and don't forget Mandraa. Like and subscribe to Mandraa TV. And until next time, this is Sumu Sathi.